I have wallpaper engine on Android.
I don't need.
And I got a free Katamari Damacy wallpaper.
I have Valorant, but I don't.
Lame.
I don't need like a fancy wallpaper.
Lame.
I just need a wallpaper.
I got wallpaper engine, bro. Can you do that? No. Nope.
I'm just telling you. Back then when I was growing up, it was like Fruit Ninja. It was Fruit Ninja and Angry Bird. They were free on Android, and then on iPhone you had to pay for $1. And I was just like, that was like the definitive argument, like back in like 2012.
Damn, we got Android users in the chat. Oh, I was gonna make a joke. Can't do it. Wallpaper engine. What's it like having a 2-hour battery pocket warmer?
That's true.
No.
That is true.
You can optimize it. You can optimize it for your Android phone. My phone's strong, so it doesn't overheat, and the battery life hasn't been affected too much.
Then you gotta suffer battery degradation, where the battery just gets depleted, because that 100% doesn't last forever.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
See what I'm saying?
I just
see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
All right. Anyway,
I don't need that. I don't need that fancy shit.
Is Monte playing Wolf? Ooh, he is. Monte talking about playing Wolf. All the way 2 seasons ago, we were at a land hero, and he's like, PJ, I'm picking up Wolf. Okay. Don't tell anyone yet, but I'm gonna win a local.
I mean, he can do it. He did really good at San Diego. He actually won the San Diego tournament last month. Yeah. So Monte is one of those players who he has been like pre-pandemic. I hadn't seen too much of him, but now like post-pandemic, I really saw him play altogether.
Yeah, so we're gonna be seeing this Wolf here. This is winter semis, so we're getting a best
look at the way that he's landing on Cless with neutral air, but also the mix-up to get blasted to force Cless to kind of move into it. It's a lot of change from Monte. Look at the double jump mix-up there. Like I said, hook in with Blaster and then force Cless to start evaluating the thing. That's what most projectiles do in the game, and that's good for Monte. He wants Cless to start committing to those areas.
Dude, like, I kind of feel like he's playing a Game & Watch Wolf. A lot of these nairs and backers are really well placed. Exactly where Monte was on his hitboxes with Game & Watch. It's kind of all out scary, but it's kind of all downhill now after that combo.
Yeah, it's all because Monte had he had tech roll towards the next on the stage. So he has to watch out. Had he been drifting more towards the edge, that would have been great for Cless.
He's running along with his Nair. I'm not sure if that's exactly the safest option. I know Cless will pick up on it. It can be definitely scary, but
it's also the mix of that Monte has. Like, look, the double jump mix of it, the tomahawk grab, gets a throw. If he doesn't get a throw, he'll go for Blaster at the same time. So he's constantly changing up the pace around here between Cless to kind of give Cless a little bit of a slip up here. It's like, okay, am I going for double jump grab? Am I going for Blaster? Am I going for Nair? Which is it going to be?
Getting that back air, Cless able to catch Monte in that jump arc, but can't go for an edge guard there, especially when you're down a stock.
Oh, great!
You better not risk it, but doesn't find the conversion. I've seen Cless hit that against a like of ZD and a lot of great players were not able to find it there. Will with that jab into the right tackle on the platform with that charge, just the icing on the cake to take out Monte's first stock. But Monte with a little bit of a lead here, like you said, this the kind of aerial mix-up that Monte has been taking have been working out so far.
That one time here, Cless is able to catch on him with down tilt. Local power, like I said, also helps you out. Also the parry as well. That's good for Cless because even though he does take the blast, he's still able to put it on Monte.
He's going for AC Bear upside. That's nasty. When's the last time you saw a Wolf? That's so belligerent. He's going for auto cancel aerials, which means your aerials are negative or 0. They don't have any end lag, and you can kind of throw it.
That was a nice space neutral because it had been too close. He literally would have been hit by down tilt. I love you too, X Quick. That's actually a good test. Quick is actually a good test.
Ooh, what a jump call out there.
Yeah, he's catching out to Monte's double jump, and look at this huge lead. It's mainly because Cless pretty much didn't want to be towards center stage because Monte could actually double jump or the mix up, the air or blaster, he would get more damage. But it's kind of like the risk reward.
Yeah, jab there on the auto cancel power dunk. I call that the Cless. And able to get now a corner pressure situation. This is swing at the ledge, and this is where you don't want to be landing with a Nair though, but waits for the spot dodge, but the invincibility on that spot dodge.
So he's good. He's gonna watch his landing here. Nice play. I like that he goes back towards the corner.
100? That's 10 times 100% versus Monte looking to throw that lead, landing with a power down there, and that's stuck on shield, and that is a parry shield pressure mix-up. They can go for grab there if you don't spot dodge. If you try to spot dodge, jab will beat it out. A very lose-lose situation in that pressure game. Something that Monte.
Like he empty hop twice to wait for Cless to actually go for the get up option, get the grab, and then try to punish corner. I still like it, even though he didn't. get much from it. It was just the patience of like, I'm waiting for you, Cless. You still have to get up.
That was definitely an interesting choice.
Yeah, that was a super interesting choice.
I know Monte has been working on a wolf and talks about it. He talked to me about it a lot. I know I'm not supposed to curse it, but I don't think we're going to be seeing any more of that. Maybe just trying to test something out.
Pitbull cannot say kill confirm. Pitbull, you used to kill confirm when you lose in the game with Lucario. What do you mean, fam? What do you mean?
You lose the game and get kill confirm.
And that was free in the game, buddy. That was free in the game.
Someone tries to challenge auto cancel hard against Angel's wing gets clipped. Absolutely. And looking now, Monte's going to be able to punish that on the landing with Game & Watch. That invincibility on that panic is going to be able to get him just an absolute free punish on that landing power dunk. Is something Cless needs to work on. Don't worry about moving forward. But that air-to-air game that Cless is so good at, pop up into these air-to-airs. It's a forward air from the left. Monte now with some aggression, going for that forward tilt, but that crack shoot is going to go over at that arc. He's so good at getting over it. He can't punish it, but he can stuff it out. Is what I'm saying. Ooh, what a call out.
You see, Pitbull, this is what we play gotcha. If you open it up, you expect that's the gotcha game is for, fam.
You can't. Well, you can do it. But I guess if you buy on a new brawler.
Yeah, them be ball skins. The only thing you pay for is just like an additional costume. It should have been on the character. But hey, we can talk about that some other day. Monte doing a pretty excellent job of this. Honestly, he made Cless away from the stage. But also his budget and his setup is the way he forces Cless to move around Game & Watch. It's really strong. Look at how he's essentially forcing Cless to move that option, and then he goes for the downer, which has such active hitbox, is able to stop it.
That was a melee sequence and a half. He did regrab, wave dash, regrab.
Good, but like you can see.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
crazy.
get. We saw Monte do the same.
Yeah.
I feel like Sakurai does stay fumbling. Like Sakurai will fumble the bag, bro. He looks like he's about to make a major touchdown, and then he fumbles the ball right big time.
Oh, what a bag! Did you know he had a double jump? Because I didn't. That was crazy.
Premium stuff, baby. Good unspecial points for adding here. Oh, rough trades.
Yeah, that's the second time that downer has beat out that crack shoot. The crack shoot is good at dealing with those single hit moves at a distance that are maybe going to trade with a weak hit at first, but that downer is going to be very good at punishing it.
Yeah, it's
what
just
a downer.
such an active hitbox that you have to really give a lot of respect to.
It's the downer there, going to the forward there, trying to catch Cless. Be lazily drift back to the ledge there, and with a stock up, it's going to be really, really difficult for Cless to get anything started. Not able to smash that, space that down.
I still like that rising tackle though, because he's just essentially call out Monte for being very comfortable in the air. But the one thing that Monte constantly does is he'll go for forwarder, and then he drifts back, and then that drift back will allow him to actually punish Cless for being too over aggressive.
Ooh, good catch to punish that dash back and kind of get away from that ledge that he did pull out with that dash attack on the ledge. And now Monte throwing out these hitboxes, trying to catch Cless drop through the platform, but Cless giving him a power dunk in the face for his trouble. Jab, jab, pressure, gonna go immediately for that uppy. Now something that Cless can predict, he can do jab, jab, shield, rising tackle to punish. Like, there's some crazy mix-ups. I know that was circling around Twitter, but yeah.
Ooh, so that once again that forward there, he uses the drift, goes for down smash. So that's so good because even if he misses the recovery will be strong enough to add to the Cless. And that's the ejectocito, that's the escape button right there.
Hey, you know what? Cless has auto turnaround. Monte has that up edge guard.
So off the stage.
What a reversal! He went for that down air and got punished with a spike, and Cless now has an opportunity, 163%. I think at like 70, those power guys just start to kill, but that forward air will close it out from Monte, bringing it 1-1 there.
Yeah, and people are right. Cless has been good since Smash 4. He was a really strong Smash 4. Remember he used Cloud? Pitbuller can actually help me correct that if I'm wrong. I remember he used Cloud in Smash 4. And then he just had like the huge weight of going to college. He used Ryu, okay. He used Ryu. I just know he went to college and then now he graduated college, so he's kind of free from the shackles of the 9 to 5 classes.
Cless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally graduated university, but I know that Smash 4 was really good.
Dude, every time Monte goes for uppy, like I play melee and that nair it looks the same as the parachute. The parachute comes out and it hits.
Yeah.
Bro, I get PTSD. That I've died so many times with that. And every time I see the parachute, I'm like, oh, that's a really active hitbox. And then it's like, oh no, there's nothing there.
It's crazy because like Game & Watch is the one character like Game & Watch and Luigi were the two characters that we initially wrote off as like the worst. They got huge nerfs coming into Ultimate, but it turns out they're just as broken as they were back then.
Dude, I remember when Meister made his breakout appearance at that one tournament, and like no one knew about the Game & Watch DS, and then he started ding-donging people, I don't know, tooting people. And I mean, Game & Watch has been in the minds of the public ever since it launched. Definitely going to be in the mind of last year if he continues to roll him around the stage.
It's a strong juggle setup that Game & Watch has with that nair. And just because it's such a wide arc, but also the way that it catches you, you're essentially getting chased off the stage and then forced to sit at the ledge. And Game & Watch gets a lot from that, so you have to be very careful. Yeah. Yeah. And the chef is really rough too because it will force you to let go of the ledge. And then in a situation where Game & Watch can pretty much just ask the chef, punish you accordingly, it becomes a really good work. But I still like that power geyser because Monte tried to go a little bit high for recovery there.
We are wave dashing. We are wave dashing in Ultimate. Getting that power guys into the Buster Wolf there on the wave dash. Something I'm not ready to say that Terry is wave dashing now, but man, that's working out in his favor. Monte now with the stock deficit on the Kennedy. Something where you don't really want to go here as another character versus Game & Watch because you can kind of struggle to land, but Cless has been doing a very good job just doing that and holding down on that. Down air is going to be able to let him tech that seat just a little bit longer. I'm looking forward to that. Cless has not a conversion there.
Yeah, that's the first here. He has to reach the stage. But I still like the attempt to power down, but unfortunately, like I said, you need to grab that ledge invincibility and then reset yourself. And you have to give Cless more respect. He didn't want to lose a lot of momentum and possible stage control, which he already off the stage in that general scenario. But at that point, it is better to just reset yourself on that, get the invincibility, and then wait to see how you can come back from Monte. Especially with a character like Indy.
Oh, jab, spot dodge Monte, not able to get through that with that power dunk. Being just a good enough to punish that and get the down tilt into the burn knuckle off of that normal, get a very good from Cless here. Down smash not hitting for Monte out of shield, landing with the back air. That's a bad backer to get hit by. Sends at a really bad angle, forced to grab the ledge, going for that, and getting punished with a down smash on that power dunk. The AC window will not save you from that, and that angle is absolutely terrible. What's up, Riddles? Watching Cless versus Monte at the Riddle. The up tilt into the nair, side B now. A lot of these great air-to-air conversions are going to be very good at popping up Game & Watch and getting some percent. But now, speaking of pop-ups, these nairs are going to be something that Cless is going to be dealing with this entire set. No matter where he is, that nair's coming out.
And like I said, it's better to just reset yourself on the edge of that situation and then wait for Monte to just... It sounds really counterintuitive, but like you want your opponent to just match an option and then commit to it and then still reset yourself. He's still alive, so that's better than getting juggled, taking 90%, and then essentially you will lose your stock. And it is best of 5, so that's not out of it just yet.
Everyone sees a purple check mark and everyone's willing to answer the question. Anyway, Monte now going for that up shield, getting punished on Cless trying to run away from that situation altogether. A spot that you kind of want to position yourself around, but that's a vicious ledge trap sequence. We were talking about those Terry frame trap pressure, but that forward air pressure for Monte is going to be something you have to worry about as well. You roll, can get an up smash or a down smash, but that normal get up will get through that forward air, but not the chair to follow.
Yeah. For Cless, he just probably has to be a little more patient at the ledge. Just like like the one thing I have noticed from Monte is he will, in a sense, Game & Watch has good buttons. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to. The character has great buttons. Eventually, he will use one of those buttons. And at one point, we saw that Cless twice was actually able to get back from the ledge, punish Monte, and then get more stage control, and then proceed to fight on. And I think that's what Cless needs to do, is kind of slow his roll.
Yeah.
He's been very aggressive, but he kind of has to play a little bit more of the footsies game here. We saw that, how he did well against Charlie. And we saw that here. He was trying to back down, but that neutral has such a wide arc that like you have to really respect it.
And they gave Game & Watch so much air drift to follow up with that. No matter where you are, that nair can cover so much of the stage that when you think you're safe, when you think you're home comfortable, Monte's running at you full drift in nair. And that's something that Cless will definitely have nightmares about. But Monte now on some aggression, getting that back and barely hitting the tip of the toes for Cless and able to get the rising tackle charge to get the invincibility through that back air.
That was good. He played on those 90, using that double jump, still at the corner of the stage, final
get up attack.
That hurts.
Dude, that's the right option, but the wrong timing.
Yeah.
You want to use that normal get up to swat out the bomb hitbox, but if you do it a little bit too late, that bomb will just be able to sneak above it and kill you.
So that was good on Cless. So he ran towards him, wanted to dash back and wait for Monte on the get up there. Unfortunately, just a little bit of the time there, but easy double down into the
Burn knuckle.
burn knuckle. There you go. I forget the name.
No worries, dude. I always forget the name, so I don't blame you. So many DLC and so little time, but Cless now has some pressure on Monte. Not able to wave dash through that nair. That wave dash not gonna be that good.
That man is getting corner carried across the stage too, unfortunately.
Is that some King of Fighters cannon right there? Is giving off a corner character?
And he rolled. So that's rough too, because at this point he's being conditioned by Monte to just try to find other options to go towards the stage in general. And then at that point, Cless, wow.
Bye-bye. Dude, this is not looking good.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
Oh! Doesn't kill though, gets the nair conversion. I love to see that on that ledge hang punish, but yeah. That's a burn knuckle.
And it's also because the way that Cless is now looking at that way too. He, like I said, that down to low profiles was also just trying to use his movement to force Monte to feel like a big level of like, okay, now you can come back. Turns out you can't.
Yeah. Ooh, what a high buffet to catch Cless with the jump from ledge. Something we don't see very often, but that up is going to be able to punish on that roll get up. A lot of people want to go for that roll, but that's not the correct option. You got to wait your turn. Gets an air.
Contrary to popular belief, man, I don't want to say this, but it's still pretty even.
Yeah, on FD definitely. That hard on that's going to set to 58% with the weight differential. A basically even stock here. Oh my god, this is so doable now. One down tilt conversion into that Buster Wolf. We'll be able to take it.
All Cless has to do is play a little bit more patient here. Watch the recovery here on the ledge. Nice, but overcommit. Still alive.
Oh, able to air dodge that corner, looking to take it, but that weak spot of the chair will not be able to take it. Air dodges through another corner and goes for a high power dunk out of the corner now. Cless with some corner pressure on Monte, not even trying to put
that was good.
at the right read.
But that corner has so much good.
Dude. And no tech!
No.
Too close to the stage, Monte takes it! Cless trying to claw his way back.
Oh, I hate to see it, man. Getting hit by the
Dude, that was the read of a century, but that hitbox of that forwarder is going to be able to beat out Power Dunk. I'm so sad. That was such a good read. He deserved it, but
Zan likes to call it the Avatar state.
Yeah,
so
that's broken.
That's literally the most broken thing.
Dude, we didn't cut the player cams, but Monte's eyes turned white. His arrow on his head turned white.